What up y'all? Today I'm going to be showing you how to play Wizardry variants Daphne on your Apple Silicon Mac, meaning a Mac with the M series chip in it, not an Intel Mac. If you have an Intel Mac and you want to play, I would just do boot camp, and that way you can run the Windows version of the game through Steam. So I'm actually going to be showing you two ways to play the game on your Mac. One is through Bluestacks and the other is through Crossover. If you already know what those two are, feel free to skip to the section of the video where the tutorial is. But if you don't know, then stay right here. I'll go over the difference between the two of them and maybe help you decide which one you want to do. So biggest difference between the two. So with Bluestacks, it's going to run the mobile version of the game and it's going to give you this condensed, basically vertical image while you're playing. Crossover is going to let you run the Steam version of the game. So that's going to be taking up the whole screen, looks a lot better. But the key here is Bluestacks is free and Crossover is paid. Now, if you are just looking to play this game by itself, I would just do Bluestacks, mainly because it's free. But if you're interested in Mac gaming in general, definitely look into Crossover. I'll leave a video in the description basically going over a bunch of the new games you're now able to play with Crossover 25. So again, check that in the description if you're interested, or if you're just someone who, kind of like me, can't stand playing on the vertical mobile version of the game, then Crossover is also an option. There was two bugs that I noticed while playing through Crossover though. One is where you try to auto-equip equipment. It takes you to the main menu. Not really sure why. It's a little annoying, but I mean, for a game like this, it feels like you want to manually do it yourself anyways. The other issue was whenever you hit the settings wheel, you can change stuff, but you cannot close out and go back into the game. The only button you can really do from that point is the exit game button, and that will exit out of the game for you. A bit annoying because you can't change the brightness and you can't change it to 60 FPS. For me personally, really wasn't a big deal. I think the game looks fine on that brightness and it's a turn-based game, so 60 FPS isn't really important for me. For you, it might be a deal breaker. Anyways, that's like the main stuff. For the differences, feel free to skip to the part of the video for which one you want to do, and now I will be getting into the tutorial. So first, let's show Bluestacks. Click the link in the description. It's going to take you here. Click download Bluestacks, hit allow, and that is going to start downloading the PKG for you. Then in our downloads folder, double click it. It'll run you through the installer. So continue, install, type in your computer password if you have one, and hit close. It's going to ask you if you want to move the installer to the trash. I would. Then we can go to our applications, find Bluestacks and double click. It's going to run you through this tutorial video. However, on the right hand side at this little settings wheel, click that and change the CPU and memory allocation to its highest. Hit save changes and restart. This is going to help our performance. It's going to start loading up again. However, there's one more change you want to do, so go back to that settings wheel and under display, you want to change it from 1440 to 1080. Save changes, it'll restart again. Alright, now once you're here, we can go into the search bar and type in the game. Click it, click install from Google Play. It's going to make you sign into your Google Play account, so do that real quick. Also, it might ask you to like back up data or put in an address. You don't have to do any of that. You can hit skip or uncheck it. Anyways, it booted me for some reason, so let's just type in the game again, click it, click install, and now we should be able to install it. That's going to download and I'll be back when that's finished. Alright, now that that's finished, we can either hit play here or hit the home button and double click from here. Nice part about Bluestacks is it already has controls on there, so if you hit shift and tab, it will actually show you what's here, and if you want to change anything, you can hit this keyboard looking thing and hit the controls editor and change anything you want from here. And if you want to hide it, the buttons will still work, but if you actually don't want to see the buttons on your screen, you can hit shift and tab again. So we can click it, go full screen if we want. It's going to ask you to select your region. It's going to ask you to put in a birth date and to agree to their terms of service and privacy policy, and then you can agree and start. And from here, you're pretty much good to go. You can hit tap to start. It should pop up to ask you to download the data for the game. Yep, there we go. So you can hit start download. That'll download, and then once it's finished, you'll be thrown into the tutorial. Now I'm gonna stop that and show you how to run the Steam version of the game so we can get that full screen. Alright, for the Steam version of the game, click the link in the description for Crossover. It'll bring you here. Nice part about Crossover is there is a free trial. Also with Crossover, it says 12-month support, but when you buy Crossover, you keep that version of Crossover forever and any updates they do for the next 12 months. It's just if you want future updates, then you would have to buy again. But they always give special discounts and stuff, so odds are you would never pay the $74 full again. Anyways, so I always recommend just do the free trial to make sure, you know, this is something worth it to you. You can enter your name and email and then hit download, and then once you've done that, you can double click the Crossover zip in your downloads folder, and then once that's finished, let's drag Crossover to our applications, and then in our applications, double click Crossover, hit open, and then once you've done that, you should be hit with this screen. If you're seeing a blank screen, you're probably just on the home. Go down to the left hand corner and hit install, and then if you scroll down you should see Steam, but if not, you can just type in Steam over here and double click it, hit install. It's going to give you some pop-ups throughout, just agree to them, check the box, install, close, agree and install again, close, and now you're on the Steam setup, so you can hit next. Pick your language, next. Here you can choose where you want Steam to install. I usually just leave it as is, but you can change it if you want to, and then hit finish. It's gonna update, and once that's finished, Steam will eventually open. The first time you do it, it takes a little bit of time, so you're gonna sign in with your Steam account, or if you don't have one, then in the bottom right hand corner you can click create a free account. So I'm gonna sign in real quick and I will be back. Alright, once you are logged in the upper right hand corner under the search bar, we can type in the game, click it. It says it's already in my library, but you should see an install button somewhere here. So in my library, I'm going to download it, select where, install. You have to agree to the EULA, and I will be back when that's done downloading. Alright, now that that's finished, we can hit the green button to play, give it a minute to launch, and you'll see like a little pop-up on the upper left or right hand side. In your bottom bar will pop up. All you got to do is click the screen and it will go back to your full screen game. Same process as Bluestacks. Pick your country, agree to their stuff. It'll take you to this screen. Just exit out and go back. Privacy policy, same thing. Select your birthday or any day and then agree and start. It'll bring you here. You can click to start and it should start downloading your data. There's the pop-up, hit start download, and then once that's finished, you'll be in the tutorial and you are pretty much good to go from there. And one last thing before I forget, if you want to exit out of Steam under Crossover, you can hit quit all applications and that should exit out of Steam after a second, but if for some reason it doesn't, then you can click again and it will force quit it this time, and that will definitely exit you out of Steam. You should have a shortcut now for the game, so you can double click that, it'll bring you straight to the game, or just for Steam, you can double click that as well. And there you have it, y'all. That's pretty much it. Hope you enjoy the game. Subscribe if you're into Mac gaming news and tutorials, and that's about it. See ya.